I have to discuss TED 2 and the controversy about the sperm bank and sickle cell disease. The Sickle Cell Disease Association of America put out on their Facebook a petition that NBC Universal owes a public apology to the sickle cell community. So it is asking for us to sign this petition. I am sure everyone has signed their goals, but I am troubled by this. I am very troubled by this. The fact is, no one got upset like I did. I got so angry at this other video that I saw educating about Stop Sickle Cell Sex campaign. It is the same education we always have, but it is a little bit more extreme. It basically lives off the hope that we can stop sickle cell pain, but all that we have to do is basically stop having sex as a people. Stop having children. It is the same education we always have. I remember sitting with Dolores Williams Edwards, which is the director of my local SCDAA. Long time ago, many years ago, 20 years ago, at a health fair, after she educated me about the Punnett Square and the sickle cell trait and sickle cell disease. You sit down at a health fair, basically she's testing people for sickle cell trait. Then we give them the education about sickle cell disease and sickle cell trait, being a carrier of sickle cell disease. Everything around our education is to prevent more births of sickle cell trait or disease. It is a difficult choice. It is a hard choice to give to a parent or potential parent. I remember having this discussion with a nurse. She was a friend of my girlfriend who was also working at the same hospital. Her husband, she found out, has sickle cell trait, just like she does. They found out too late because she was already pregnant. Now, my girlfriend gave her my phone number to call me up. The nurse wanted basically to know how my life was, what are my struggles. Now, I am with a woman who basically her parents are telling her that Hertz Nazer has sickle cell. He is going to die on you. You should not be with him. Do not marry this man. You shouldn't be with him. Now, we're having this issue. And I watch a video that says, stop sickle cell sex. It means that I am not worthy to be loved. I am not worthy to be alive. But this is the same education we give to our community all the time. That my sperm is rejected. I am not worthy to be a parent. Because the pain will never end if our community continues to have children. Now, how does it feel when you hear there is a mother out there who has not one child, not two child, not three child, not four child, not five child with sickle cell disease, not trait? With our education, if we educated her to stop at 1, is it fair? Maybe to stop at 2. Is it fair? Maybe to stop at 3. Is it fair? It is a hard choice to tell a person not to have a child. Now, when you talk about a sperm bank, a person is looking for a scientific way to have a child, and they're looking for the healthiest child they could possibly get. Now, if I walk into a sperm bank and the people in the sperm bank are ethical, as a black man with sickle cell disease, if my sperm was tested or I told them I had sickle cell, they would reject that sperm. That is what is intended to. That is the joke that is being put out there. Now, it may offend you, but it is a reality of life that we live, because the education we put out here is telling people that my DNA is not good enough. My DNA has a mutation. So if you mess with me, you're going to have a child that carries this mutation or this trait to the next generation, with another potential of having another child that is sick with this pain that I suffer from. Stop lying to ourselves. NBC Universal or the director of TED 2 should not have to apologize for a truth that is in our lives. My sperm would have been rejected, whether I find it fair or not. It would have been rejected at a sperm bank. This is the education we educate people about. We are funding things like newborn screening. Why do we fund that? Newborn screening. Every state has a program. Why do we fund it? Why does this government continue to fund this above everything else? So they can cut down on the amount of births that are born with trait, that are born with sickle cell. It is the reality in our community. Sickle cell is a very difficult disease, very painful. Those are hard choices. Now, if my mother and my father had this education in Haiti, maybe they would make different choices and I would not be here. Do you understand not existing? You do not exist because of a choice. You put a picture of a beautiful little girl that has sickle cell to your petition for a director to apologize for a movie that has a joke about a sperm bank. The rejected sperm happens to be black males with sickle cell disease. Now, why would any black male with sickle cell disease donate sperm at a sperm bank when I can hardly find people to love me for who I am? We have to be honest with ourselves about this community, about what we educate people about. The rejection in our awareness, the rejection in our education. It hurts. It is a hard choice. We are placed in a hard position because there is no cure, no universal cure for sickle cell disease. It is painful, and our lives have little quality but a lot of pain. We make the best of it. We have successful people with sickle cell. We have beautiful people with sickle cell. We have people who are talented with sickle cell. And their lives matter. But we cannot kid ourselves that a man should apologize for telling a truth. It is a truth in our community that is the way we do our education is based on rejection. We have to change that message if we want to be respected. So do not ask a man to apologize for something that is true. It is not offensive to hear a truth, to face a reality that you live. My community has rejected me far worse than a little joke in a little movie. So please consider that before you ask someone to do something that you are not willing to do yourself. You have rejected me as a person, as a human being, because my DNA said I am not perfect.